We are joined now by Sequita Thompson and the family's attorney, Benjamin Crump. Ms. Thompson, we are so grateful for you being with us right now. We're so sorry for your loss. Would you please tell us about your grandson, if you can, about Stephon? He was the father to 2 young children. Just tell us about your fondest memories about him as a young man.
Well, the last day I got to see him was really beautiful because his sister was doing we had came up from church. Stephon was home with his uncle. And we had came up from church and I started dinner. But his sister did something really special. She made up a praise dance, because she does praise dances at church. And she made one on Take Me to the King, and that was off of YouTube. So she showed me the dance first. So I watched her while she did the dance. I started crying. It was so beautiful. So I said, go get your brother and your uncle. But her brother came down, and I said, we call him Little Papa, because my husband would call him Papa. So we call him Little Papa. So I said, Little Papa, look at I said, look at your sister. So she started dancing and doing it. And he started crying. And I said, oh, Papa. And then after that, he just hugged her real, real tight. The family, Little Papa was like a little joker. He always joke a lot, make you laugh. And he always said, Grandma, I love you. And I said, boy, get away from me. She said, I love you. So he was, and with his boys, oh, he was really good with his boys. Yeah. Little, especially Aiden. Cairo, he was little, but now he didn't grow it up, so he was really good with his kids. He was really good with his kids. He was into sports, so he was a good kid.
Sequita, let me ask you if I can. I know that we've heard from you and from your family attorney, Benjamin Crump, and Mr. Crump will speak to you in a second. You've talked about your desire for justice. What would justice look like for you and for your family?
That the justice would be for us and our family is that these men that shot him 20 times is like execution. No one do that much wrong. He didn't do, breaking in windows or whatever, but he didn't deserve to die like that, especially in our backyard, in his own backyard. The guns were just, it was terrible. Because my husband even heard the shots. And matter of fact, Little Papa, Stephon Clark, he called out. And my husband heard him. And then all he heard was gunshots. And I was crawling on the floor. There was so many gunshots.
Right.
His sister and she was 7 years old. And I had to wake her up and told her, get on the floor. Because I thought we was going to get shot.
Mr. Crump, I want to ask you, we know the news today within the last hour or last couple of hours, the announcement of an independent investigation by the state's attorney general. Are you satisfied that? Do you have by that, or you have confidence that this can be an independent investigation?
Well, it remains to be seen if it's going to be an independent investigation. Lessons from Ferguson with Michael Brown and Staten Island with grand jury with Eric Gardner and all across America. We know that due process for many of these young unarmed black men who were killed by police officers.
Even the police chief in Sacramento said that builds suspicion. What's your reaction to learning that they muted their body cameras in the middle of that moment?
Well, one of the things, as I discussed with, trying to cover something up, backyard, the police told them grandson.
I want to ask you, if I can, Ms. Thompson, just broadly here, what do you say to those protesters, the young men and women in the streets of Sacramento and, frankly, in other parts of this country right now, protesting after the loss of your grandson? What do you say to those young people out there?
I want to thank you, because we're going to get justice. I want you and everyone, every mother that's going through what we're going through. I'm a grandmother, every grandmother that's going through this, and my daughter, she is so... This is unreal. It's just unbelievable. He was shot down like a dog. They didn't have no message. Just stop. One time or 2 times, but 20 times. It was terrible. It was terrible. Right now, I'm having dreams about my grandson. It's
I'm
all
sure.
kind of things. And my granddaughter, she's scared. She's shaken. His sister is only 7 years old. That baby is, we got to go get help after all of this. We got to get some kind of counseling, especially my grandbaby
I
and
trust
my
that's-
daughter.
I'm certain
Yes.
that's true. Please know that so many people are embracing you right now and thinking about you. We're deeply sorry for your loss. Sequita Thompson and Benjamin Crump, thank you both for your time today.
Thank you.